Looks like actors and actresses is now fleeing Hollywood to escape the insanity. Fortunately, Sylvester Stallone managed to escape just in time.
We are continuing to see a peculiar exodus happening from Hollywood as more individuals are fleeing the state as it pursues more of the leftist insanity. And some of the reasons for why these celebrities and elites are leaving the state are definitely alarming and eyebrow raising. But then you see some absolutely fantastic, pleasant stories out there, like Frankie Muniz and the reason why he is leaving Hollywood. And well, it's absolutely shocking because he says that he literally saved his own life for leaving Hollywood and leaving that state. So we're going to get into it and see what he means by this, what is going on.
Frankie Muniz. Ah, the person who played Malcolm in the Middle, and I think Agent Cody Banks, if I had to make a guess. Oh yeah, Agent Cody Banks. Also, don't forget Sylvester Stallone, and I don't know if Mel Gibson is still in California. I think he's still in California. Not certain about Matthew McCartney or who else? Michael Keaton. I think Keaton's still there. I don't know. Who else? Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is still there if I had to make a guess. I don't know, folks. Do you know any celebrities that left Hollywood beside Sylvester Stallone and Frankie Muniz? Let me know in the comments.
We're seeing a lot of good people that are leaving Hollywood continually as well. We're seeing that with Sylvester Stallone and Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson and many, many others. And well, we have another one who's joining the ranks with these people today. So Frankie Muniz, star of Malcolm in the Middle, says leaving Hollywood saved his life. So let's go ahead and check this out and see what he has to say here today. This is very shocking and the type of stuff that Hollywood does not want to get out there, okay? The cabal absolutely despises it when these individuals talk negatively about Hollywood. Exactly like what Matthew McConaughey did just a year or so back as well. I made a whole video on it. You can go check out if you want to. But they absolutely despise when these individuals go out of the Hollywood bubble and then say the truth about Hollywood and the negative things about Hollywood. And that is exactly what Frankie Muniz is talking about here today as well. So Frankie Muniz stepped into NASCAR and left Hollywood far behind with no regrets, according to a Wednesday interview with US Weekly. Best known as the child star in the Malcolm in the Middle, Muniz grew up in front of the cameras and devoted countless hours to his acting career. He catapulted to fame as one of the most popular child actors in the early 2000s, was nominated for Golden Globe and Emmy Awards, and partied with A-listers, but ultimately decided to walk away. And now I feel very old. I felt like I lived 80 years already because I just did so much. And the amount of stuff that they were putting him through in Hollywood was absolutely insane. Something that that should never happen, especially to a child, okay?
And it's quite hard, though. I mean, think about that. How old is Frank Muniz? I need to check. How old is he? Okay, so he is now 39 years old, so almost 40, and he's about to be 40 next year. I think when did he start? He started on 2000. Years active, 1987. That's okay. He was born 1985. Years active, 1997. So it should be he started 12 years old. Unbelievable. I think by that time, Hollywood was still in its peak. There was no wokeness, there was no agenda. And I have to say, it's hard for him to do this. I'm certain he knew he won't be able to return back to Hollywood. He walked away. But he took it. He took the decision. He walked away. Respect that. Look, same goes for Sylvester Stallone. He knows the situation is dire. He knows it is no longer same type of place he once remember. So he left.
Explained the lifestyle that quickly became his normal routine, telling the outlet that between ages 8 and 21, I maybe had 60 days off. And the fact that they had him going to these parties, right, was just alarming. It's just alarming. I really hope that his parents were there with him. Either way, going to these parties should automatically be a red flag for any parent out there. And I think that especially now with the amount of awareness that we have raised on this channel here has awakened a lot of people to what is actually going on, which is such a fantastic thing to see. Frankie Muniz continued by saying, I remember at 13, 14 when Malcolm was premiering, my mom would wake me up at 5 a.m. and I'd have to do 10 radio interviews and she'd make me sign 50 fan mail autographs and then we'd get to set and work all day. You don't take it in good or bad. You just have to do it. After the height of his fame on Malcolm in the Middle and working as a child, Muniz traded acting for speed by starting a career as a professional race car driver. Reinventing himself completely, Muniz left Hollywood and has never looked back. And this is when we get into some of the really juicy stuff here. Honestly, I did not like LA, so I moved to Arizona and I love it. I feel like it saved my life in the sense that I started enjoying the little aspects of life more, like hiking and going to the grocery store, because it was easy. I didn't have to fight to find a parking spot or pay for valet, which is so crazy to think that that is literally the life of people that live in Hollywood. And all these elites that want to pretend like they can relate to the rest of us in this country is just so pathetic and just rubs me the wrong way every single time.
Me too.
I'm so lucky taking that step back happened because it made me appreciate everything more. It allowed me to do other things and realize a lot more about myself. Speaking of his time in the spotlight, Muniz said a lot of it was during the awkward years of puberty and growing up and trying to figure out what I wanted. I'm thrilled that it happened prior to social media. I had all the cars. I was a big car guy. So yeah, I did get to experience a really amazing life in that sense. But all that comes at a super high price, and many of these celebrities love to sell their souls in order to achieve whatever type of material thing they're trying to go for. Money does not buy happiness. Look at Hollywood. There's a lot of miserable people, right? And indeed, we have continued to see that time and time again, haven't we? Coming from these celebrities that are so miserable. Most of it has to do with TDS, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that he got out when he could.
Same goes for Sylvester Stallone. He got out when he did. Listen, folks, if I were either an actor or celebrity or even a millionaire myself, what I do is simple. I just dress like an average, normal, everyday citizen. I mean, I think many celebrities in Hollywood, I do not mean all of them, okay? I mean some of them, okay? They are too far gone. Ever since COVID, it shows everyone the celebrities is out of touch with the average, everyday, normal people. And because of them, they didn't contribute anything. How many celebrities that you know that still cares for the normal people? Kudos to all the celebrities that left Hollywood. I mean, it is quite difficult to leave some place that you put time and effort on it, and then suddenly some new, some new disease like COVID or anything that changed everything, that exposes the truth. You know, some superstar, or in this case, some actors and actresses, they are blinded by the money. When you're blinded by the money and the greed, you can't escape from it. You're chained to it. Fortunately, some celebrities managed to see the harsh reality and they left Hollywood. Look with Sylvester Stallone. He realized that Hollywood is no longer the same media that he once remembered. It's all gone. That's the reason why he left Hollywood. I don't know if Tom Cruise is still at Hollywood, or in this case, George Clooney. No, George Clooney, I think George Clooney had TDS. And most of the celebrities, according to him, have TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. And that includes Rosie O'Donnell, okay? Listen, look, I know you don't like Trump or anything, but do you really have to go so far as, I don't know, advocate to remove him, to call him PDF, or even better yet, to commit crimes such as mass shooting? Why? Look, if you don't like it, just protest. Yes, it may not work. It's better than committing crime, okay? In my country, if you don't like politics or anybody, we just protest, we call them out, criticize them, and then move on. That's it. We don't go as far as commit crime, okay? No, we don't. My country especially, okay, this is how my country works, okay? In my country, if we don't like a certain politicians or anybody or anyone, any politicians, we just vote for somebody else and protest against that person peacefully and then move on. That's it. Simple as that.
Well done, Griffin. Now we got this airfield secured, we can get a foothold on this island and start pushing the Japanese back. We're through retreating, lad. America's back in this war.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games. Visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.